I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's press on to page 31 of the Grade 3 Discovering Music Theory workbook. We're continuing with the topic of minor keys, and we're looking at both harmonic and melodic minor keys, but now we're going to move on to some new key signatures. And so in this grade we need to learn up to 4 sharps or 4 flats, and that's for both the major and the minor key signatures. And so really it's just a simple case of we have to learn these pairs of keys. However, do bear in mind that there's a way of working them out if we feel like we can't quite remember them all. The more you use them, the easier it gets to remember these. But do remember that we count up the keys for sharps in 5s, and we count backwards the keys for flats in 5s. And so if we count from C major, this is the major keys, which has got no sharps or flats, then count 5, counting the C as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G major has 1 sharp. If we count from G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D major has 2 sharps. Count from D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A major has 3 sharps. And then count from A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E major has 4 sharps. And we always go in the order. If there's 1 sharp, it's always F sharps. And so the first sharp is always F sharps, and we just add, so F sharps and C sharps, and then it's F, C plus G sharps, F, C, G, D sharps. And so it's just remembering that order of sharps is always the same. And so the same will now be true. We can count up in 5s. So if you can just remember that C major is related to A minor, that's our starting point, and you can work it all out from there. So A minor has a key signature of no sharps or flats, just like C major. So A, count up from A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know that E minor has 1 sharp. Count up from E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B minor has 2 sharps. Now count up from B, 1, 2, 3, 4. F won't do. We need a full step up to F sharp. So we know that F sharp minor has 3 sharps. And so now we're going to be counting from the sharps, as it were. So if we just remember to add the sharp on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes us to C sharp minor has 4 sharps. And so we can count up in 5s just the way we do with the majors. We can do so for the minors if we just remember this starting point. Whatever it takes to just remember these keys. And so just like we can count back in for key signatures in flats, so C major counting backwards 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F major has 1 flat. So also does D minor. We'll work that out from the minors in a second. So counting backwards from F for the majors, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a full step, so it's going to be B flat, because we're counting a perfect fifth. And so now they're all going to have flats, so we just need to remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E flat has 3 flats. And then if we count backwards from E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, takes us to A flat with 4 flats. And so if we do the same for the minor, so we're starting on A minor, counting backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that takes us to D minor, 1 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes us to G minor for 2 flats. Counting from G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C minor has 3 flats, and then counting from C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F minor has 4 flats, and so we can work out our related keys counting backwards if we just remember to count back from A for the minors, and C for the majors. You just need to remember that first pair, and then we can count to work those out. And do remember that the order of the flats is always B is the first, B, E, B, E plus A, B, E, A plus D. And so it's just remembering that order. So that circle of fifths, it's called, will give us, if we're counting in fives, will help you to remember your key signatures, or you can just grab a piece of paper and quickly write them out before you start anything and get used to writing those from memory, and then it's an easy job. So I suggest that you do that now, and then we're all ready to just test ourselves to know, have we got those key signatures firmly ingrained in our thoughts, because we just need to know them. And so you can just, every time you have a theory question relating to key signatures, you can just quickly write them out on a quick scrap of paper, and you're not going to get confused. You're going to remember those key signatures. So we know that B minor has a key signature of F sharps and C sharps. It's related to D major. However, they must be correctly positioned. It must be F sharps and C sharps, and it must be written appropriately for the clef. And so here we have an F sharp, every good boy deserves football, and C sharps, FAC, that's correct. Let's think, why is this not correct? Because here, good boys deserve football, the sharp should be here, that's actually an E sharp. That's incorrect. That's a C sharp, that's an E sharp. And then here, although this is an F sharp and a C sharp that's incorrectly placed, we should have the F sharp at the top, and it always makes this kind of diagonal pattern. It always falls, and so you don't even need to work out what notes they are. You can just tell that these are the correct sharps because they're always correctly placed. And so C minor does indeed have a key signature of B flats, E flats and A flats. It's related to E flat major. However, here we have a B flat in the treble clef, that's a D flat, and then actually that's an A flat, or it would be an F flat in the treble clef, so actually it just makes no sense at all, that doesn't. And then we have a C flat or an A flat. It's almost like the treble clef key signature for C minor or E flat major, but even that's wrong, even in the treble clef, so it just makes no sense at all. Now then we have a B flat and an E flat in the bass clef, and that is an A flat, but it should be here to make that diagonal pattern. So let's hope this one's correct. So we have B flat, good boys, all cows eat, E flats, there's an A flat. That's the correct one. Now then, F sharp minor, we know, if we just remember our little related keys, is related to A major, which has three sharps, F, C, G. So it should be the same key signature as A major. So this is flats, not sharps. A major is F, C, G sharps. Actually, what we've got here is a key signature for F minor, which is flats, not F sharp minor. There's the big clue, sharps. Now here we have F sharps, C sharps, G sharps. That's correct, and it's all correctly placed. Here we have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. That's actually E major or C sharp minor, so that's the wrong key signature altogether. And that's that page completed. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.